Welcome to MotoGP Mac. In today's video we're going to talk about the sprint race that just happened for the Grand Prix of Aragon. Now before we get into it, here's how it finished. Marc Marquez won it from Alex Marquez, Fermin Aldeguer, Franco Morbidelli, Pedro Acosta, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Maverick Vinales, Marco Bezzecchi, Brad Binder, Raul Fernandez, Fabio Quartararo, Pecco Bagnaia, Jack Miller, Alex Rins, Miguel Oliveira, Johan Zarco, Elia Bastianini, Lorenzo Savadori and Samkit Chantra was the last one across the line. Augusto Fernandez stopped with a technical problem and Joan Mir was taken out by Jack Miller. Now, to be honest, a little bit of a dull sprint race. The first couple of corners were interesting, but it wasn't long before Marc Marquez got into the groove and took off down the road. As soon as he passed Alex, he was gone, literally. Alex did a good, solid race, I would call it. Fermin Aldeguer, really good race, really aggressive little fella as a rookie, so interesting to see how he's going to progress in the next few years. Solid race from Franco Morbidelli, good race as well from Pedro Acosta. You know, thereabouts. Definitely in the slippier conditions, the KTM seems to go better. Fabio Di Giannantonio, solid race as well. Maverick Vinales, up one position. Good enough race from Maverick. Nothing to write home about majorly, but a good enough race. Marco Bezzecchi, really good race from him. Up 12 spots. Finished in 8th place after qualifying on 20th. Be interesting to see how he goes tomorrow if he can get a good start. Brad Binder did lose some positions from where he started, but solid race for him, if I'm very honest. Raul Fernandez, good enough race for him. Up 3 spots. Fabio Quartararo, while he did start well, got a really good start up into, I think, 6th at the start of the race. Did fade towards the end of it. Pecco Bagnaia, down 8 spots, you know, one of the biggest casualties, let's just call it, up today, no points, and just didn't seem to have it. Did run wide and lose 3 or 4 spaces, but again, it seems to be the typical Pecco sprint problem is rearing its head again. Jack Miller, not a bad race from him considering he had a long lap penalty to do, and the long lap here is quite a long lap to do, so not a bad race from him. Alex Rins and Miguel Oliveira really kind of showing how good Fabio's talent is. You know, they're all in around 13th, 14th, 15th, while Fabio was way up in 11th, but a good bit down the road from them. Johan Zarco, quite surprised with him. You know, normally you would see him moving forward, but he actually lost places this time. Elia Bastianini as well. Just started 18th, finished 18th, so kind of a dull race for him. And Lorenzo Savadori, Samkit Chantra, you know, nothing majorly to write home about there. Augusto Fernandez did stop towards the end of the race, and there was a clash down into a corner with Jack Miller and Joan Mir, which took Mir out of the race, and Miller did receive a long lap penalty. All in all, I think the sprint race was okay. Nothing majorly to write home about. Kind of, we knew it was a race for second, but Alex really secured that. Definitely did see that Alex is definitely not as aggressive with Marc. Definitely in sector 1, I think turn 3 or turn 4, Alex could have shoved it back up underneath Marc once he passed him, but he chose not to. But that's just my point of view, I guess. But all in all, I thought it was an okay sprint, nothing majorly to write home about. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the sprint race, and who was your rider of the day? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.